Hey guys, how you doing? Well, I am absolutely 100% officially crazy now. It is 2:16 in the morning Pacific Coast time as I'm putting out this podcast, but I'm actually doing this for my buddy Ryan. Ryan's been out in the field all week doing his PLQ, so unfortunately he hasn't been able to follow along, and I wanted to have a little knowledge going into what tomorrow's games might mean. And he should be getting back from the field on Friday. So hopefully you'll see this before the games start tonight. So in this edition, I am calling this the Vasilevskiy versus Sorokin, and you'll see why in just a little bit here. I tell you, we've got an exciting final coming up here. It's going right down to the last day, and it could go right down to one particular game that I've got a feeling that no matter what else happens throughout the night, that this is what's going to matter is this one game, and you'll see what I mean here. So let's bring up the current game log for the Islanders and the Suds. Okay, so here you can see in game two right now, the Courtney Islanders are leading the Bruin up some Suds 4-3, but this is a barn burner of a game right here. And currently, right now, the Islanders lead the Bruins 1-0, and even a tie will get the Islanders the cup. But doesn't look like this game's going to go into a tie. But there is something interesting, very interesting about this game is how it's going to go down. So this game, I believe, is utmost important that the Islanders win. I don't think they can go to a game three and win the Croydon or the Brayman Cup. Let's take a look at it. Here we go. So basically, it's the plus minus that could still change either way, especially with so many players going tomorrow. And the assists, well, the Islanders have kind of dominated the assists the whole time here. As you can see, 64-36. So I would expect the Islanders to walk away with the assists. Now, this one's the interesting one here. This is a category that Ryan could use to turn around to win this game too. And throughout the season, he has a better goal scoring team than the Islanders. And you can see in the first game, he handily uh, beat the Islanders 23-15 in goals. But right now, currently, the Islanders lead 8-6. So Ryan could take this category over, and that would give him a 4-3 lead, which would push this to a game three, which would not look that promising for him right here. However, and here's the key. The New York Islanders and the Tampa Bay Lightning play each other tomorrow night. Varlamov played tonight, so Sorokin will be in net for me. And Tampa Bay's backup played tonight, so Vasilevskiy will be in net for Tampa Bay. Now let's take a look at these goaltending stats right here. As you can see, it's extremely tight in the save percentage here. So if Tampa wins this game, obviously he's going to keep the save percentage, and he's also going to keep his points here. But here's the key up here. So if Vasilevskiy gets the win, he will go from 8 points to 10 points, which will give him this category. And it's very possible that if he gets the win, that this save percentage could flip flop. Because if you take a look at the save percentage right now, take a look over here. The only difference between these two teams right now is they both have 234 saves, but the Islanders got to 234 saves and 3 less shots than the Bruins. So that is how tight game three save percentage could be flip-flopped. So odds are if Vasilevskiy and Tampa Bay Lightning win, what's going to happen here if Ryan can get those goals and get it switched over, or even in the plus minus. We've seen some huge swings in plus minuses overnight, but Ryan has to get that game to 4-3 to get it up here. And then if Vasilevskiy wins this, odds are these two are going to the Bruins, and odds are the Islanders are not going to catch the Bruins in either one of these categories tomorrow. So if Vasilevskiy can get the win over the Islanders, or if Sorokin can get the win over the Lightning, it looks like our two goaltenders, our two Russian stud goaltenders, are going head to head tomorrow. The only thing that I can hope for in this game, and I have a big guy in it, and it's Kucherov, is that Tampa decides to rest a bunch of the big boys, and I would even let my guy go down in that case. So I'm more than covered in points, really. So I don't think I'm going to have to worry about points tomorrow. So it could. I've seen that 8 point difference get made up on one day, especially with everybody going. So yeah, it's very possible that could happen. So it's just going to be an exciting game tomorrow. Two Russian stud goaltenders, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. Anybody wants to tune in and watch that game, it basically is going to decide the Brayman Cup. So that's just how close this whole final has been. It's been a wild playoffs. It's been a lot of exciting series, and the cup is not going to let us down either. So let's while I'm here, might as well, since it's 2:23 in the morning, and what else is there to do at 2:23 in the morning, then maybe take a look at the how the rest of the teams are doing. So that seems like a thing to do. So why don't we try doing that? So all right, so here we have the third place cash game here. Boy, Donald sure made a really heck of an effort in trying to catch up to the Harrison Lakers here, but you can see the Lakers are pretty much dominating, uh, are dominating both categories, or the winning categories in game three. Yes, there are two that are close that Dono could take. He could take over the plus minus, and he could take over the goals, which would give him 3 goals. And well, I guess he does have save percentage. So it's in the realm of possibility that Dono could actually catch him in game three here. So I didn't even realize. I was just putting the numbers in, and I didn't realize how close this actually is. So third place cash is on the line tomorrow as well, and it's only a difference of a plus one and 3 goals. So, but Renee could also take back the pins. You just don't know. So, either way, it's going to be exciting. So, the third place cash game is coming down to the finals. I think it's kind of funny here if you take a look at it. Dono got his first goaltending game tonight. Of the entire 2 weeks, which gives them the save percentage lead for game three, which is pretty ironic. It doesn't give him the save percentage in game two, but it gets it in game three. But his 1 point that he got tonight is enough to get him this category. So it looks like Donald's going to take game two, and we'll see how it shakes out in game three. But it looks like a good one as well. It kind of looks like the Rangers have pretty much got the Mustangs where they want them right now. It's going to be hard for Keith. There's 2 spots where I could see Keith coming through here. One, he has to take the goalie points, which I don't think either team has a goaltender playing tomorrow. So I don't think he can do that. He could take over the goal category here, but then I don't know where else he can get a thing there. So it's kind of looking like the Colwood Rangers are going to grab 9th spot. Doesn't mean a whole lot to Keith because he traded his first round pick. Looks like his and one of the first round picks he traded for is going to get the 5th overall. So looking good for Keith right there. And pitter patter, Steve making a strong performance going for the 11th draft pick. So good job, Steve. Steve didn't want to be in the playoffs. He was more interested in fighting it out for 5th overall pick, but he ended up getting the short end of the straw and ended up into the playoffs against a bunch of giants, and got beat up pretty good until this game here where he's playing somebody more in his league here. So congratulations to Steve. It looks like he's going to get that 11th pick overall. So that's kind of where we sit with our standings and whatnot with those guys. But let's take a look what we got going tomorrow. So this is another thing that could have huge implications. Who knows? Especially, I think the important stat tomorrow in the Islander Bruin game is also, not only is it going to be that goaltending game, but it's also going to be the plus minus. So that will be important. So let's just take a look at who they've got going. And basically, both teams got pretty much everybody going, but this is where it becomes a little bit of roulette here because we don't know we don't know who's going to play. So this is the Islanders schedule tomorrow. And it looks like everybody's now Claude Giroux didn't play today, and neither did Bobrovsky, but I think Bobrovsky's an injury. So Florida plays again today, but I don't think Bob is available for that game anyway. And I got this feeling that the Florida guys are all going to sit again. So I don't expect Giroux to play tomorrow night. And I definitely see Jeannot and Forsberg playing for the Islanders because of their positioning, that they're trying to grab 7th spot still. So they're fighting hard. Kucherov, they took him on. He played tonight, and he's on the road trip with him. It's a road trip. I mean, they all got on a plane last night from Columbus and flew to New York. So I mean, if he's going to be there, he might as well play. And I have a feeling Kucherov will play tomorrow along with the Stamkos guys and everything. I know all the Islanders will play tomorrow. I heard that Connor McDavid isn't playing tomorrow night against Vancouver. Panarin got injured right at the start of the week, and he won't be available. So the Islanders going to be losing some man games there. I don't. Probably St. Louis is probably going to play their guys because they really haven't played a lot of games this week, and they've gotten a lot of rest. So you also don't want them going in stale. So I kind of expect the Blues guys to be playing. I don't know what's going to happen in the Toronto game, but I see a guy like Giordano playing for sure. Jones will be playing. Letang, yeah, they're still fighting with Washington for that 3rd spot. So I guess he'll be in as well. Pollock, I don't know what happened to him today. It's just an illness, and usually this illness has been taking more than one day. So I don't expect Pollock back for me tomorrow either, and I'm hoping Riley will be in. And Spurgeon, oh, what's this? He was injured. This was one of my biggest. He's returning Friday. Thank goodness. That was one of my biggest mistakes. Was hold on a second. I gotta get rid of this. Get that back. One of my biggest mistakes was I had 2 defensemen injured. One was Spurgeon and one was Taves, and it was just 50-50. I wasn't even sure either one of them was going to come back by the end of the regular season, so I had to put one in the lineup, and I chose the wrong one. I put Spurgeon in, and Taves was back right at the start of the week, and he got an assist and a couple of minutes penalty. So made the wrong choice there, but oh well, what can you do? And as I said about Bob here, it looks like he's there's something wrong with him. I don't think he was sent away to rest. And since they're on a road trip, I don't see Bob joining up with them to fly to Montreal to play a pretty meaningless game, since they've already tied her up. And there you go, Ilya Sorokin against the Tampa Bay Lightning against Vasilevskiy, and that could really do the whole thing there. Let's take a look at Ryan's schedule. Well, he's missing one guy, but Arvidsson got injured anyway, so he's got 19 guys going. So, but Barkov more than likely won't be playing, in the same with Uyghur. Maybe they will let them play the last game to tune up. Don't know. So I'm just wondering if they even went on the trip. It almost, I got a feeling Florida left these guys behind. So we'll see. So Dan could lose 2 guys. I could lose, or not Dan. Ryan could lose 2 guys, and I could lose 2 guys from Florida. And I really wish my goaltender was playing, but then maybe not. If Bob shits the bed and his save percentage goes way down, that could kill me. So I don't know. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. I see Getsel playing because Pittsburgh didn't play that many games in the last week, and Hartman will play, and because they're still fighting for the home ice. Or I'm not sure. I think they're still fighting for it. I'm not sure. Hartman will play, I think, and Hurdle will definitely play because they're out. Kane will play. Killorn will play unless he's nicked up. Nathan McKinnon, I don't see. McKinnon's not that type of guy who would like to sit. Now, I guess it's possible they could sit him, but it's also a Minnesota Colorado matchup. Might be want to doing some message sending here. They could be meeting in the playoffs. Mantha, he'll definitely be playing. Marchand will be playing, and so will Marchessault, and so will Terry and Hamilton. Yossi, he's trying to set some records, so he'll definitely be going in against Arizona. He may score. Makar will probably play as well, and Dmitry Orlov will play, and Provorov will play. And so Ryan, I think, has maybe one or two more players going than me tomorrow, but who knows what'll happen tomorrow? Who knows who will get sat? You just don't really know. But the bottom line is the points, other than the goal category, is the only one that really needs to be solved tomorrow to turn things around for Bruins and Suds. So that's pretty much where we sit right now. Anyway, looking forward to a really exciting, really exciting final day tomorrow. I'm going to be glued to my computer. I know it's coming down to Sorokin and Vasilevskiy. So I'm just 100% sure of it. So it's going to be pretty exciting. Who's the best Russian goalie? The one who's established here in the NHL with a couple of cups, but is having a bad season, or the up and coming star and Ilya Sorokin? Oh man, it's almost like a match made in heaven for a cup final for me, because I pretty much I think Sorokin's probably my favorite player on the Islanders. So I'm investing everything in my boy. I drafted Sorokin in 2014 in both leagues, in the WCHP and in the no control zone. I've so believed in this guy for so long, and I let's see if he pays me off in spades or not. Anyway, Ryan, best of luck to you. Dono and Renee, best of luck to both you guys in the third game cash. We're down to 1 day, boys. This is it. I should mention the site won't finalize till Sunday at midnight, because I included the Winnipeg Seattle game. It may have effects in other games that I'm not really following right now, so everybody needs to get all their games. But as far as the Brayman Cup is concerned, neither the Islanders nor the Bruins have any players playing in Seattle or in Winnipeg. So for all intents and purposes, the cup will be crowned at the end of Friday night. It should be exciting. I'm looking forward to it. It should be a fun night. So anyway, all you guys out there, you take care and peace out. And it's 2:34 in the morning, and now I got to end.